Today on In the Case Geek Culture, we have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito Super from the Super movie. I bought this because I bought that Demoniacal Fit one, and it pissed me off so much that I was like, I'm getting the regular one. Because I bought that one to put with a new head, that like an Omni God Vegito head that came out, and I'm waiting for it to get delivered. But I was like, you know what? I'm just getting the regular one. I can't deal with this Demoniacal Fit one. So let's pop him open and review him real quick. This is a pretty sweet looking figure. I got a broke neck right there. But golly, because they have a event exclusive San Diego Comic-Con one that I'll probably end up buying that has like a effect piece in the back for charging and everything. But this one comes with some sweet stuff too. And I like that he's not shiny, which was one of my big complaints about the Demoniacal Fit one too. But it's also the paint on the Demoniacal Fit, and then the plastic is such trash. And it just feels like shit. For the price, it was way overhyped. But you get your shots. Here's your back. Look, you even get a big ass hand blade to kill Zamasu with, which I need to purchase that dude too. I need to catch up on all this stuff. Slowly getting there, but they're getting expensive. But there's your back shot, and there you go. Let's pull him out. Here we have the obligatory plastic shot. Pretty cool presentation. So there he is out of the box and out of the plastic. It is a super sick figure. You can definitely tell the Demoniacal Fit was trying to copy the Comic-Con one, with not just the paint but also the accessories. But this one comes with some sweet accessories. You get this little thing here that goes on to Zamasu for this to be piercing him, which that's pretty fun. I mean, it's a fun idea, you know. I'm gonna have to buy it now and do it, because why wouldn't you? You get these little effect pieces here too with the blade, but it's not the sword version, so that's interesting. And then you get this badass ball. Look how clear and cool that looks. You get 4 face plates. Let's see what you got there, buddy. Look up. Smirky. Scream sideways, like, hey boy. And then angry bite chomp. Pretty sweet. You get the fists. You get left hand heavy by 1 with the prostate fingers, glovey hands, finger hands, splayed hands, claw hand, and then claw hand with the little stabby thing for the ball, which is always great. I love that whenever they do that. Splay hand, karate chop hand to go with the effect piece. So he's pretty decked. He's decked out. I guess, does that color look a little different to you than on his neck? SH, come on, guys. What the heck? Well, I guess let's play with him for a minute. So let's pull him out here. Start off with, I like his pearlescence on his hair. I don't like that piece falls out. That's kind of sucky. This was the expensive version, in case you didn't know. There were like 2 or 3 versions of this, and this one wasn't cheap. The San Diego Comic-Con one is actually cheaper than this one for some reason, and I bought 2 of these, one for the head that I was talking about, and then one just to have the Vegito. And then I'm probably going to get the San Diego Comic-Con one because I really like the effect piece. But I'm not really a big fan of the way they painted this. You can kind of see the paint coming through here where it's blue. They painted on the blue. Same thing here. It's almost... I'm going to pull off that Demoniacal Fit one and compare these afterwards, because it's almost as poor as that. And look how long that neck is. That is a long neck. So his face doesn't really set real flush either. But he's got the typical, you know, looks up about that far. Oh, damn. It actually goes up pretty far. But look at that gap there. Looks down pretty far. Maybe it's just this one. I don't know. I'll have to look at the second one and see. You get your shoulders. They're coming out. I mean, the shoulders are done better than the Demoniacal Fit, but it's still not that great. It's like a 2.0 body, basically. He's got the butterflies. That doesn't sound good. And they're not really that great. I mean, that's as far as they're going to come together. It's kind of a waste, in my opinion. I don't know how I feel about this. For as much as this thing costs, I would expect it to be a lot better. So a lot of times whenever I say something's like dog shit, or if it's good, it's also cost related, like price versus value, like value, basically. Let's see here, the double jointed elbows. That's all you're getting out of that. But, you know, he's buff and stuff. I don't like the way this face fits. I'm curious if it is just this copy that is just bad. Splits, you get about that far. Thigh swivel. This is kind of damaged right there. This because it catches on that diaper. This is QC nightmare right here. Look at that. Now it's all white and stuff. He doesn't have a whole lot of movement here either. Such a pisser. Double jointed knees with the shitty knees. I mean, I almost feel like this is as shitty as the Demoniacal Fit. There you go. You got some ankles. You got some toe hinge that isn't really that great of a toe hinge. This is very weird that this is like this. That is too hard of a toe hinge to move. So let's see how some of these accessories go real quick. So we'll start with this Stardust. I don't even know what the hell it's called anymore, to be honest with you. It's been so long since I've watched any of this stuff. But you just peg the hand in there with a hole. Uh-oh. Well, son of a bitch. Why doesn't this one go on? I wonder if this is common or not. Because this was a open one that I purchased from somebody on eBay. There we go. So he's throwing that up. That is really sweet. I'll bring out the Demoniacal Force one too. Or Demoniacal Fit one too, just so you can see it. Pull it off. This is the blaster thing. And it looks like that goes together here. And then this goes into here. It is keyed a special way. Okay. And then I guess that's if you have the Zamasu, you can stick it on him real quick, but we don't have El Zamasu, so we are not going to be sticking it on anything right now. There we go. Yeah, it's all keyed weird. This key is that way. Okay. Maybe. I'm looking at it. It says it is. There we go. Yeah, I'm just stupid. But yeah, so you got this long ass thing, and you put his little hand in there. This thing is gonna have a stand. There's no way that this is gonna be by itself. Huh. Let's just stick it on his arm and see real quick. Maybe. Don't you hate it whenever you're too stupid for an action figure? Like, I feel like sometimes I'm just dumb, and it's keyed for his thumb to go in a certain way. So, okay, I mean, he's actually holding it up. This stupid bang's coming off. Yeah, this faceplate sucks balls. That's not bad. It's holding it until you get to that point. That is a big ass blast effect. That is cool. That is so cool. And then the Zamasu piece, maybe he's keyed on the back or something for it. I don't know. But that's neat. I wish I had the Zamasu to go over it. I almost purchased it today. Maybe I'll go ahead and make that purchase because I like interacting figures. I like it whenever they interact. Let's pull off this piece of shit faceplate and put another one on and see if it's just the faceplate. It's not really that great. Either way, I mean, you can see the split kind of right there still. Head on, it's not terrible. This thing here, this bang. So, well, let's pose him up and get him ready to go into the case. You didn't really think I was gonna not put him next to him just so you could see real quick. He's definitely, the Demoniacal Fit is definitely, it's a close ripoff, basically. Like the shirt's deeper. The belt is basically a same mold. Same thing for the pants. Like they definitely stole this and made their own mold. The hair, you can tell that it's a secondary mold because it's the exact same, but it's a little bit shorter and rounder at the tips because they clearly made it off of the other mold. The rest of it is it's very similar, but it's so cheap. I mean, look the paint. It's just so bad. Not that this one's like so much greater, to be honest with you. This chest and stuff is abominable. I would be ashamed if I were SH Figuarts for this one. This is one of the worst SH Figuarts I've seen, and people pay a ton of money for this. Like, that's crazy to me. The faceplates look very similar. I mean, like, there's his screaming face, and here we go. We'll pull out the other screaming face up here. See, the Demoniacal Fit just tried to do a little too much in the art realm, where they try to make it too many lines and stuff. And the earrings are definitely better on the ASH as well. But yeah, that's their differences. Let's do some poses real quick, and then call it a day. I almost forgot the dadgum piece of this blast here. So it's definitely basically the same thing, except for this one's clear with the yellow, and the yellow is a lot more vivid, whereas this one's blue with some like weird frosting to it. This is a good looking effect piece, to be honest with you. The pegs are definitely different. They're a lot fat. This one's fatter than the original, which is cool. And then you get the hand slicer, which is pearlescent and it's clearly not the same thing. But I mean, it's pretty cool. And then you get the background, of course, of the Demoniacal Fit. Now I will quit repeating myself and we'll do some poses. You're just like, woohoo! I've headed up to here with you, Demoniacal Fit. You should demoniacal quit. Ah! I don't know why. It's always just funny. Stab somebody in the ass. Always funny. In the trash with you. There he is, about to do an instant transmission with a key blast. I think that I'm about done with this guy. Let's do his final pose and stick him into the case. I mean, this isn't the final pose, but I mean, look at that. You just have two badass effects with him. Like I don't want to say that he's lackluster, but he's not as good as I thought he would be. The Demoniacal Fit one is terrible still. But yeah, I can't wait to get this other head and put it on him and see what happens. I'm going to pose him without this, so we will get him in his literal final pose, and then I'll give you my my final little area to put him into the case. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Him getting the blaster up, pointing out somebody with the 2 fingers. I mean, I know it's instant transmission, but it just looks cool. Let's get him into the case. I decided just to do a mashup in the end. I stuck him in here and I was like, yeah, he still just looks too plain. So I grabbed the little blade thing from the Demoniacal Fit and threw it on his hand on the other side, and it looks pretty good. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty good. And then that big, huge blast effect thing, I'll save it for the San Diego Comic-Con version. It comes with some different stuff. But overall, really awesome figure. Not as awesome as I thought it was going to be for the price. I regret the price that I paid for it, for both of them. But, you know, if it's one that you want, it's one that you sometimes you just got to pay that price. So there he is. Hope everybody enjoyed this video. Like and follow. Like and follow, or all of my faces will look like this.